I did not imply it was.
I was making a joke. Ready, Freddy?
Yep, I know.
I am not ready for Freddy. And that's my terrible joke of the day.
I'm
Well,
rather
then I
sure
guess-
it's more. We'll do more.
Yeah, if you think we're gonna have one terrible joke today.
Never said you guys were like limited. I'm just saying that's the one I made.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
That's wise.
It's a start.
Is the server up? Because I don't see it. Oh, no, I see it now. Right, it always hides because it... I don't know why.
So, in lieu of any kind of extremely verbose recap, I'm just going to provide to the viewers I'm going to paint them a picture. Here is 3 of our intrepid heroes, and down here is the smoking crater and the other intrepid hero. And there is the lemon they tried to blow up with 5 tons of black powder. I'm just going to let that stand for itself.
You mean how, like, nothing else in the area is left standing for itself?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. This was so serious because I had underestimated this so highly that I took the time to look up similar sized explosions, ye old style, of similar gunpowder thing. And I discovered about, 2 tons less than what we used was enough to to basically make a bridge into powder and have chunks of it fly a couple miles off. If anything, that crater is too small. If anything, there should be most of that just kind of gone.
Well, the Earth here was hard packed. Let's leave it at that. Also, I had to scale the visible damage based on the actual damage that would have been delivered to, say, Fulton. It's not like there'd be a smoking crater and he's standing in it badly injured, but okay.
Well, personally, I would have just had to have a knockback effect, and if you survive, you get flung whatever distance and you take falling damage, and if you live through that, hey, you're alive.
Yeah, well, think of it as the difference between throwing yourself on a grenade and having a grenade blow up on your open palm. It's nowhere near as damaging as you think it is.
Mm.
So, we are still in initiative, because that thing, even though it has been flipped on... I was going to say it's
Roasted
back,
lemon!
but the side of it that has the horns coming out, let's leave it at that. It has been thrown and is on its back, I suppose, and making plaintive, panicked animal sounds. Lindahl would be prone if he wasn't flying. Shinalar was thrown to the ground. I don't believe she actively has any fly effects on her at the moment.
Let's see. How long has it been since we fought the ooze?
Damn long day.
Hours, at least.
Well, she's got overland flight for levels per hour.
Then you're good.
I guess the only reason you didn't go up to the cave mouth with Lindahl and Garazan then was to keep Fulton company.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Keep another site outside, yeah.
Right up. Garazan is all the way back here. When that armor that gives you fly...
Once a day, I believe it lasts 7 minutes.
Okay, so that is still active.
It'll be
I
active
just wanted
for
to clarify whether it was a fixed length once a day or X minutes per day in 1 minute increments.
It's basically the spell fly for 7 minutes.
Okay.
Once a day.
Caster level 7. Gotcha. And Fulton is in the water, but he only just landed there.
because he could not run away fast enough and just went for the closest piece of cover.
Yeah.
Because
Actually,
yeah,
this was fire damage, right?
it
was
was
an obscene
fire
amount of fire
damage.
damage.
Yes,
Did energy resistance get taken into account?
it did not. How much
Yeah,
of
I
it
didn't
do you
have
have?
access to your
I
sheet
get
properly.
10 less points of damage. Woo.
Heal
10.
yourself for 10.
It was all at once, guy.
Well, you did get trampled by that thing when it stormed out of the river, but otherwise, yeah.
I'm
And
just
your DR
looking at everything because any amount of health helps.
Yep. I did take your DR into account when you brawled
Yeah.
with that thing.
That's easy enough to remember, really.
Okay. It is Lindall's turn, and well, Lindall, he of 50 hit points, who was at full a moment ago. I'm not 100% certain whether he's going to charge in to finish this thing or try to get clear of the clusterfuck. But given he doesn't have to get up from prone, I don't see any reason he can't do both.
I see no reason Ian gets close at all. He has plenty of long-range fuck you spells.
Nuke from orbit.
We just did that.
Do it again. It obviously didn't take.
Yeah, I know, but we only do it once every couple of days. Depends on how long it takes when you get that much gunpowder.
He doesn't have that prepared. Reach ice spears. The devil's the range on ice spears. Check all spells. Ice spear. Close. That's why he has a reach ice spears prepared. 1 ice spear per 4 levels does. Oh, it pulls them up out of the ground, not hurls them forward. Alright, well that would pull 4 at 2d6 damage per square. That's yeah. That's
If I
not
recall,
so much damage.
the main point of ice spears is that it's able to knock down things that are hit by more than one square.
Yeah, it looks like each additional spear beyond the first grants a +10 bonus to a CMB check to knock the foe prone. Yeah. All right. Not certain, but I can't remember. Hellfire Ray. I can't remember if that's the one that never really struck. Oh no, this is the good one. Trying to remember what I have it confused with that really doesn't do enough damage for the slot that it takes up. Yeah, Hellfire Ray would probably be an appropriate response to seeing this thing still up.
I can see it.
Given that I don't want to burn any of Lindall's more general purpose damage spells. One Hellfire Ray. That will do. Must succeed on a touch attack. That's not a 1. That's a 20, in fact.
Wow,
Spells can
he
crit,
critical
can't
with the
they?
hell beam.
Yeah. Yeah, all rays can critical. So,
Awesome.
to confirm, I don't know what Lindall's...
Oh shit, it's the Hellfire Ray. He's gonna send a lemon to hell, everyone.
His dex is 26. Oh, right, because he's a tiny invisible stalker. All right, then that means plus.
Also, because he has the book of super evil evilness that we don't actually know about, and that's an evil spell if there ever was one. I think it counts as 4 higher.
2 caster levels higher, but it maxes
2.
out at 15d6, so doesn't affect. There's no save, so the DC change doesn't matter.
This is a...
All right, that's. I suppose I could have. Yeah. This thing's touch AC is only 7. It's not a 1, so confirms.
So that's a crit Hellfire Ray. Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
When life gives him lemons, he banishes those lemons to hell.
It does have to make a will save and fail to go to hell. Otherwise, it just dies.
I want the lemon to go to hell.
So, times 2 damage, 30d6.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Hopefully.
Half of it is fire, but the other half is unholy power, and that's not enough of a differential.
Make a will save, lemon.
Yeah, failure means the creature's soul is damned to hell. I'm not rolling a will save for it because it needs to have a soul to damn.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough.
Lemons have no souls.
I should like to point something out, however, as I apply this damage. Okay?
Mm.
This thing was still alive after that nuke, and it's vulnerable to fire damage.
What?
That was a lot of health.
However, Limdal hurls a Hellfire Ray in, and the lemon explodes in a splash of rancid citrus juice in every direction.
And
It's
again,
vulnerable to
Fulton
fire. This
is-
thing had the most health I've ever seen.
Again, Fulton is glad he's underwater.
Hey, we've made lemonade, guys. Nice.
When life gives you a lemon,
Blow it the fuck up.
you are out of initiative.
Right. Fulton's gonna let himself be carried by the stream until he's out of the immediate scorch range.
Right?
That
You're
was
actually
bloody
being
wonderful.
carried. You're actually being carried only about 10-15 feet per round. So, can you automatically beat a 10 on a swim check?
On a swim check?
Yes.
I'm going to assume yes. But
Based on your strength mod.
based on my strength mod, yeah. But let me double check my.
Your strength mod alone
check
gives
penalty.
you a +6. So unless your ACP is really bad.
It is. It's a -5.
Okay. Do you have any ranks in swim?
Nope.
Roll me a d20.
Time to start rolling. Yeah. You don't want me to just roll on skills?
Or we'll roll the skill if you happen to have it slotted. Yeah.
I don't actually. Okay.
And once more.
Bye, Fulton.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're
Really
going to need to
see him?
succeed before you reach the rapids.
Where's Fulton going?
Bob. Or rather.
Okay, the 2 failed attempts. Let me just double check what I got here.
I mean, didn't we see him jump in the river, so...
Yeah, but actually, according to these checks, he hasn't surfaced yet.
Right, but wouldn't we at least be looking?
What kind of action is it to make a swim check?
It is a
Move, I think.
move or... it's a move if you succeed. If you don't, it's a fall round.
Awesome. Hold on a second. What kind of concentration check DC is it to cast a spell in this?
That would be... Loading. This is vigorous motion while casting, 10 plus spell level.
Okay, so I can auto-pass a second level spell.
Yep.
This is why I prepare effortless armor. So there's that. I no longer have a check penalty.
Okay.
There you go.
You drag yourself to shore, just a little past your teammates. As you do, all of you hear a sort of squeaking, repeated squeaking noises, and look up, and you see that there's a at all of these little cave mouths there are more lemon goats, all of them like normal goat sized, clamoring at the entrances to their little cave, their little cave dwellings.
Did we just kill Lemon Goat Mom?
I think we killed Lemon Goat Mom. I feel fucking terrible.
Time to leave, I think.
On the other hand, I feel amazing because, wow, that explosion was... Yes.
Fal's just gonna stalk up behind Garazan.
I want to name it. I want to put a sign up and I want to name this crater. I'm too busy looking at the frickin' crater, I wouldn't notice you.
Right.
Name it.
Let's see.
Take
Before
a step
anything
to the
else,
side.
I'm gonna put a sign up. Big sign. What am I gonna name it?
What-
Gravel
what
Grit's
is-
Hole? No, that's dirty.
what is the highest level convertible cure spell?
Serious? I think. No, critical.
Mass cure critical, or just cure
I don't
critical.
fucking care about the rest of you.
4th level.
You're all
Cure critical.
fine.
No, they're not.
Lindal's a little less than fine.
Alakarok is basically dead, and she did
No,
that
no,
on purpose.
I think actually Alakarok is dead.
Alright, well, have fun with that.
Well, not dead, he's banished, but...
Lindall's on his last legs. I'm fine, though.
Well, Alakarok was
Okay,
in your cloak, so he wouldn't, even if he was summoned right now.
I know
he
she
wouldn't
used an
have,
ability for him to
I
take damage
drained
instead
his
of her.
health to not die.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
right.
convert
Then
my
yes,
inflict
he is-
critical.
He is dispersed for the time being.
And because all cure spells are maximized on me, I'll immediately heal 51 health.
Woot. Still in the double digits.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. With
And
my
you're going
domain
to
spell. I
apply
think.
pommel to Dwarf's forehead. Presumably because it was his idea.
But now people are hurt in general, yes?
Yeah, Shinolar is... Garazan is the best off of you, but that was only due to distance.
Well, I am going to put out one of these.
I was going to wonder if Shinolar's usual bouts of angels might be more economical.
Yeah,
Little
I was
bit,
thinking
but
that, but he's already gone and done
yeah,
all of this.
he's just fucking doing this. Mostly because his own healing is the quickest way to heal him.
Yep. Yeah, everybody heal you at that 37.
As for Lindal, that's a little more complicated.
He's a living creature.
Yeah, I know, but
He's out
Heal.
of big heals.
to heal that much, I don't have actual heal prepared.
Hey,
Mhm.
she can summon things that do have it prepared.
How many summons does she have left today?
She's a summoner. 80
I'm
billion.
just checking.
I
I
have
don't know how long the
14.
day. Okay, yeah.
Per
All
day.
right. I can't really tell how long the day's been so far.
Well, she
Well,
hasn't
it
actually had
felt
to
long.
summon anything really yet. That's the thing. Like, she summoned some angels earlier, and then they kind of got blown up.
The
One got dispelled. The one carrying it got dispelled, at least.
rest got blown the fuck up.
Okay, so Fulton's just going to very calmly put a hand on top of Garazan's head and forcefully turn him around.
I rotate in place like a freaking statue. Hey.
There are lots of scorch marks on Fulton's armor now.
You probably shouldn't have stood so close to it, lad.
Fulton is now the front half of Fulton is still normal, but the back half is now covered in well, now it's just a sort of blackish slime of tar. It's now since it got right into the river, but yeah, there's lots of black sulfurous compound built up on the back of his armor.
Let me tell you, lad, your dive, 10 out of 10. That was a perfect dive into the water. Like it was just, it was artful.
Silence.
Right.
She's just going to be over here summoning an angel and pretending that conversation doesn't exist.
Garage.
Hey, Galazada arrives.
Aye.
It can see invisible, so it can affect Lindall and do all that.
Hey, if you're about to blame me for this, you're allowed, but I will point out I did not actually set the charge. Like, I didn't have it go off. That was over there, and I point at she.
I didn't die, and it very nearly killed the thing. But a little more prior warning next time.
I screamed, run.
Run!
That is not prior warning. That is a terrified cry as the event is happening.
I underestimated the sheer level of tonnage we had on hand. I mean, you did want me to blow up a wall, after all.
I wanted no such thing.
Generalization. I'll be getting you a bit more wonder. This was poorly planned and a bit sudden. Our first time and all. Next time it'll be much, much, much more detailed.
Fulton lets go of Gross's head, takes off his own helmet just to rub at the space between his eyebrows, and try and soothe the headache.
Lad, you seem to have lost your eyebrows.
He has a helmet, they wouldn't have gotten that burned off. Especially considering his back was to the explosion. The sheer heat will not get rid of it. There has to be actual fire hitting the eyebrows.
No, I'm just amused because I imagine you now are far less hairy on the backside of yourself.
He already shaved his head, so...
And now you're even more bald. Except in other places. So have you done complaining about using a ancient bit of work and not liking the explosion? Like, is that the only one, or did we have two to kill? I think we had two to kill.
If you recall, the scroll didn't say, destroy the 2 paragons of wild that live... Was it in the canyon or near the river to the north? I forget.
Well, one down.
It gave a general direction to go.
One
Let's
down, one to go.
just go kill the other one.
You think it's gonna be a giant lime?
I don't care. I'm going to stab it until it stops moving so we can leave this place.
This place is fucked up. Why are there lemon goats? How does it eat?
So who has the scroll right now?
I think she does.
The scroll actually ceased to exist.
The scroll self-destructed in 5 seconds after giving the final directions.
So we just know it's a
Informing that
paragon
you're...
somewhere near here.
Yep.
Woo.
I think we should start searching.
Before we do anything else, Fulton's gonna head towards what's left of the lemon goat.
There's several large pieces of rind and such. There's no cohesive mass left anywhere in sight.
Alright, bit pointless then.
Yeah, if it had loot, we blew it up. Then again, what loot do you expect a lemon to have?
Citrus.
Fair enough. While I'm still flying, though, I'm actually going to go to the main cave where it was located, and I'm going to see if it was hoarding anything like a dragon, because at this point, I don't even know what it does.
Yes, it did indeed have a captive dragon in here.
Son of a bitch. Can I ride it?
You said
You
if
could
it's hoarding
try.
anything, like maybe a dragon.
Fair enough. But I'm going to go explore inside that cave. And if the baby goats want a piece of me, they can argue with the business end of my shotgun.
Is anyone intending to accompany Garazin on his making this worth it mission?
It's a worthy goal.
I suppose she will come and bring her angel along.
Yeah. Fulton will wait here just because he doesn't want to use any of his big stuff that he has saved for flying.
Sure.
If he has to, he'll make himself a giant angel and come up there.
We probably won't need that. So, would you like a perception check, or?
Let's see here. Let's see here. The cave is, other than the presence of fresh hoof prints in the dust, which you can't explain, but
Because the thing has no
nevertheless
hooves,
notice.
yes.
None that you saw. Other
Now,
than
I imagine like these tiny, tiny little like half hooves just at the very bottom of the creature. Anyway.
But you'll have to go quite a distance in to see portions of the cave you did not previously explore.
Might as well.
You don't hear any goats in this cave, but they are still squeaking and milling about confusedly on the cliff face.
I keep going.
You go in about 80 feet to where the cave takes a slight bend to the south, and at the back, all you find is a trampled down part of the floor where there's lots of shed lemon rind, just where it seems to sleep. There's nothing you immediately notice of value back here.
I'll take a quick perception to look around.
Yep, perception as a search check.
I might as well.
And if nothing else, I'm going to take a lemon rind as like proof that this actually happened and I didn't have a fever dream.
Sure. You have yourself a foot long, about hand width piece of lemon leather.
Praise be to the lemon leather.
Yeah.
I can make lemon armor with this. Well, if that's all I discover, I can get out of here. Yeah, I'll make it to exit if there's nothing else.
Righto.
Nothing.
Nope, just this, and I held up a lemon rind. I don't know why it sheds, but there you go.
Be aware that whatever pocket you put that in is probably going to smell like it for the end of time.
Oh yeah, it smells like sour lemon.
Okay, well, still gonna put it in the extra-dimensional space, so at least I'll have a smell.
Along with everything else in that space.
Which, in my case, isn't really anything. I've got a lot of extra-dimensional space pockets I don't use on this belt. Anyway, this is the lemon pouch.
Well, in any case,
Alright, I guess we continue following the cliffs/river until we run into another weird whatever the fuck.
I suppose.
Setting
Either that
up
or
to
head west.
I vote... I'm gonna put my money on it's a lime next, or grape. Gargantuan grape.
setting up to set off again. You all survey the sky and the surroundings. There's lots of birds that, well, distant shadows that look like birds. You've just learned that you shouldn't be making any assumptions about the local fauna. So
They're probably actually fish.
local distant shadows that are flocking in the air the way you'd expect birds to do, that were probably disturbed by the gigantic explosion, which, well, some of you heard, but you were a little busy at the time. You imagined that most of that city heard it. Yeah,
Judging
that
from the size of the
was quite a
explosion,
boom.
they should feel it.
Maybe we broke some windows. Who knows?
Actually, that's quite possible. Depends on how far away we are.
You'd be closest to the really poor districts, so by window you mean the boards over the...
Rattling then.
And you set off, continuing to follow the river. Your expedition into the cave only took a couple minutes, so the Azada is still around for, what is it, your level in minutes?
Yep.
Okay. You follow the river for a while longer and come across a portion of the river that, pardon me, the land is continuing to descend, and there's a patch here where this side of it is steeper instead of with the plane of the river. It's sloped down towards the river, and there's plenty of boulders with scattered vegetation among them as you go along. And you can see that there's very large, thick-trunked trees growing on, like a big forest of them growing on this side and more on top of the cliff.
Alright. If you smell any particularly strong fruity smells, be on guard. Could be the enemy.
Other than you.
I punch your shoulder. Sorry, leg. I could get your shoulder, but I have to, like, hop. But anyway. Keep marching.
Yeah.
And I'm going for this rock to get on top of the rock so I can get a view.
I'll just float upwards.
Fulton will continue to stay on the ground and have weapon drawn.
Here, Kaylee, I've given you permission of the Azada. You should be able to move it around. And hold on a second, I need to give somebody stewardship of Lindall here.
Not it.
Not it.
Alright, I guess I'm getting it.
You have permission.
Since he's fairly often riding on top of Fulton's head anyway.
Yep, he takes a seat upon your pauldron as usual.
Oh, you have an eidolon too. How cute.
You think he wants a rat?
It's your shoulder elf, remember?
Hmm.
No, wait, that's when I was on Garazan's shoulder.
What about my shoulder?
Your shoulder elf. Alton's stolen it.
That fucker. Well, it is invisible, so it's not like either of us would notice. Up until the voices start.
And Garazin
Did they
hears the
ever
voices
stop?
anyway.
Grozen, you climb atop that boulder and cast a look around. Yeah, the terrain continues downwards to the north. It seems to widen into maybe a canyon system far enough ahead, but you only know that because of your your thorough experience with tracking and being in the wilds.
All right. Then.
You can't really see too much of it. You can just see the kind of geographical signs of it up ahead. As far as the immediate area, though, these boulders they just look like scree, as if this might have once been a shale slope and it's settled into rocks. But there's among all of these bushes, there's a lot of smaller vegetation growing underneath them that you notice as you trample some of them as you climb up.
Well, I'm not an elf, so I don't know shit about plants, but I'm a dwarf, so I know shit about rocks. So I'm gonna roll against the rock.
The rock doesn't budge as you roll into it.
Whatever applies, really.
Yep. The rock appears to be rock. It is plain and uninteresting surface dweller rock. I mean, if it was deep underground, there'd be a cool name for it, but this is just rock. Sometimes even dwarven boulder fetishism has to end.
Hey, really quick. Oh wait, no, never mind. I found it.
Thinking. Okay, so boring rock is boring. I guess we just keep moving. I'm assuming the cliff is just continued the whole way.
Yep.
Alright, keep moving. Try and look tasty to encourage it to attack us.
Alton, could I get a perception from you?
Sure.
Just Fulton?
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't like the smell of lemon.
Would you?
You notice some movement in the brush here, like a small animal, small bird, or maybe a rabbit, like that size of movement. Not necessarily you see your rabbit.
That means nothing here. So he will call out, Garazin, movement to your right.
I turn and shoot.
Bang!
Does it
I believe
ricochet
there's
off
a
the
rock
rock?
between you and the actual grass area.
Yes, but it's a cone.
Oh God!
What happened?
Go turn off your smileys.
How?
Edit preferences.
Ah. So it is a fairly large cone, so unless it's completely
bang!
behind the rock, and even then it'll flush it out.
Yep. Your shot spacks and scars on the rock. Lots of it disappears into the bush. And the rustling immediately stops.
Did I get it?
The movement stopped.
Creep, creep, creep. Look.
How are you looking?
I stick my head in there. What do you think?
Well, do you crouch down or do you part the bushes?
I brought bushes.
Falls going to walk over with his Death Watch eyes and go looking for anything alive or dead.
I'm just parting the bushes with my barrel of my gun.
I think
just
it's safe to say that she will move a little closer from hearing gunshots.
Yeah, probably. Bang! Well, just one.
Just a great big boom.
Garazin, you notice nothing moving or even formally moving underneath. There's lots of small plants growing under the bush, like kind of under the canopy of it. Weird how even you, though, at being a dwarf, know aren't are plants that have lots of leaves. They normally need sunlight. So what are these doing underneath the bush?
I'm a dwarf. I don't know shit about fucking plants.
You know that much about plants. You have a
I'm
decent
aware sunlight
survival skill.
exists, and sometimes plants need it, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, you
Pull
have a
on it.
survival skill, so
Fulton will continue scanning over
Wow.
every inch of the brush with Death Watch.
I have a shovel. I'm gonna dig a little. I'm gonna dig into the where the plants are growing and see if there's anything going on down there, like their roots are going somewhere weird.
sure.
Dig, 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 shovel.
Fulton, so far you only see the people you expect to. Urazin, you pull out a shovel, shove it in at some of these plants under the bushes, and as you lever it, out of the ground pops what at first looks to you like a potato, or maybe some kind of root vegetable.
Awesome. Let's make a stew.
Would not recommend it.
And you hear immediate screaming of voices from all around you. And suddenly, from under these bushes, you hear the sudden poof of things bursting out of the soil, as hundreds of small maybe 2 fists held together size things shoot out of the earth and fly off into the sky on wings that suddenly snap out.
Well, for a
And they
second I
all-
thought it was just a bunch of Doug trios, but
They all squeak and scream in the sky as they begin to swarm and circle.
Well, that happened.
And then you hear a huge roar echo over the canyon wall.
Hey, it worked. I got the attention of the whatever.
Well, looking around for the source of the roar.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. I'm gonna put my shovel away and get my gun out.
Any positioning you guys want to take?
On the rock, ready to shoot. That's about it.
I mean,
Okay.
Fulton really doesn't have anything he can do before he knows what's happening.
give me a second.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, just let me look something up really quick.
Do you want me to pass you like a pistol or something, guy? You can use a pistol with a shield.
No,
Nothing stops you.
I have to check the duration of something. Oh yeah, okay. We can probably presume that the big thing is going to be flying, because all the little things are flying.
Yeah, flying would be helpful, probably, and it probably flies.
So I'm just going to go ahead and cast that Winds of Vengeance on myself now, because it has a minute per level duration.
Okay.
I think that's my first 9th level spell cast.
Not 100% sure, but sure. You are summoning one Valkyrie. I believe you've summoned one of those before. There we are.
Yep.
And is it 1 or 1d3 or
I
what?
only get one. It's a max level summon.
Okay. And that one should probably arrive fully healed, but oh, actually, that's got too many hit points in the first place. What's going on here?
Oh, Sanity.
augment.
Improved. Right. How much extra con days does it get?
Damn it, it's been so long looking this up. Hold on.
Yep.
I think it's a +2 bonus on each, but so +4.
Okay. Then it does have the right amount of
+4 to
HP.
strength con.
Okay. 27, 19, 24, plus 20, 39. Move speed is 30, but flying 100. Perfect.
And then it also has counterpoised.
Counterpoise.
Since it's neutral, I'm summoning it and all that.
Ah, is counterpoised. There we go.
Oh, dang. And I get to add one, oh, yeah.
To...
I get to add 1 point of evolution to it. Yeah, okay, plus 2 natural armor.
Okay. Nine, 6. There we go. Alrighty. And you guys set up, start scanning the skies, and that swarm of little squeaking things is milling about, and you're trying to figure out what they are, get a better look at them.
Flying potatoes.
When a better example comes flying over the ridge, and though it has not eyes, you know its attention is focused on you.
It's a flying squash. What the fuck?
Are you really surprised?
I don't know anymore, okay?
It rolled a 1 on its initiative.
I have arrived, glorious ones. Bask in my fucked uppery.
It had trouble spotting you guys. That's why. Okay.
There's no eyes, yeah.
It's got a plus 24 perception. Yeah.
Can I just shoot the fucking abomination now?
Well, the problem with that is that it has just come well over the cliff, and the cliff is a good 80 feet above you.
Never said I was gonna shoot it with this gun.
Let's call it at an altitude of the effective altitude of plus 120 feet.
Yeah, still a touch attackable. For me, anyway.
At 210 feet?
Far-reaching sight, I can touch attack from basically anywhere.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm still limited to 5 range encroachments, like, at maximum with this weapon, but yeah.
Right.
As long as it's within that, I can pack it. Right, so I guess I'll deal with that.
You do have to do a full round action to make such a shot.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Let's see how best to pull this off. For now, I'm going to put my current weapon away. Actually, no, that's unwise. This thing might die. I'm assuming this thing is either going to dive bomb or start shooting lasers. Fulton
Possibly
can
both.
fly. So, these little screechy fuckers haven't yet started firing a flurry of deadly lasers, so I'm going to concentrate on keeping them away.
They do not appear to be possessed of Death Beam, though.
Yeah, because I have a cone weapon, and that's a swarm, and that'll handle that. So I'm going to point my gun up, and ready in action that if they all descend upon us, I shoot.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Ready in action to shoot your bomb, to shoot your culverin. Okay.
Yep.
Shinalar.
Even though there's a pretty good chance this thing will be able to see me because it has no eyes, I'm going to still cast Greater Invisibility just in case.
Fair dues.
Oh, well, let's see. So the Gala is probably in light form because it was flying next to me.
Fair enough.
Which means it can't cast spells, but can use spell likes. Alright, cool. I wanted to put a wall of force between me and the thing.
Okay. Feel free to draw that out.
Let's see, that is 13th level cleric. Okay. Actually, no, it's... Yeah, okay, yeah, spell likes are also 13 level. Cool.
And will that be... Oh, no, you've got a Valkyrie as well.
Yeah, I have no idea how to calculate the square footage, but...
Of?
Oh, wait, no, it's just 10-foot square per level, so, okay. How far up do you think the current characters are? Let's see.
You guys?
My flying, I mean.
Your squadron?
Yeah.
A lot of you are probably at no more than 20 feet, considering you were drifting over to be interested. Probably only at 10 feet if you were trying to look at what Garazan was.
So, something along that line with some coverage up and below.
Okay.
That should probably be able to be covered a little bit.
Sure, just providing a baffle, really.
Yeah, really. And then for right now, I'm gonna just have the Valkyrie move behind this until this thing gets closer.
Okay.
I need permission to move it myself, though.
Oh, I forgot to on the Valkyrie. There you go.
You sure?
Yeah. Deselect it, then reselect it to make sure that you're grabbing the latest data.
It might not be available because it's not in initiative.
Oh, it's an NPC and not an initiative, yes. Where do you want it?
Just like somewhere behind, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be your turn.
Alrighty. Lindal. Lindal.
Are you taking his turns then?
I am willing to try and advise.
Because I kind of figure I know what he wants to do.
What's that?
Wait until the moment it's in range for a reach excruciating deformation and hit it with it.
Mm-hmm.
Since
And
he
or
has two reach dazing excruciating deformations prepared.
Also,
Yeah.
I do know from what I know of Lindell, he'll try to get away from everyone.
Yes, he'll fly up and back and wait for it to be in range of him to hit it with something.
Yep. Alrighty.
How far can he move in a single move action?
He's only got a 40-foot fly.
Back 10, up 30.
Whoop.
And then I suppose just readying an action for when it's actually in range to be hit, because even with the reach, execution information is still a close range spell.
Yep.
Because it's not a double reach.
Alrighty. Fulton.
Yes. Well, I kind of have to do the same thing. There's a thing I want to do to it, but I can't get close enough in one move, even though I do have a 60-foot perfect maneuverability fly right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, I'll fly 60 feet straight up, since it's 120 feet up right now.
Hey.
And, well, then in preparation, I'll just put this to myself. Fulton's a paladin now.
Yep.
He wasn't before, everyone says.
Flying Judging Paladin.
Yeah, let's see, it's a round per level, so 19 rounds.
Okay.
So in round 20, it'll wear off. But that'll... actually, wait, I can bleed as a swift action. Been a while since I had to do that. Let's see. Holy Vindicator. Oh, no, wait, I cannot bleed as a swift action. That's a 10th level Vindicator. Never mind, that's my turn.
Okay. Paragon. Seems to be sizing a lot of you up. It initially circles lazily, and then it suddenly cuts its wings back and dives rapidly at Fulton.
Lovely.
Well, it's entered my kill zone. I'm going to shoot it.
Fulton is 60 feet up. That's...
Oh, what? He's... Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're screwed, Fulton. Have fun with that.
I'm not screwed. I got Winds of Vengeance going.
You're screwed. The last thing we fought had like 80 million health. What makes you think this one's not gonna?
The health is not what I'm worried about.
I wonder how it attacked. The last one had horns, so...
Battering Ram?
I guess I could just ram you, I suppose.
Must be, there we go. When a creature hits you with a melee, you can shape your winds so they lash out. It must make a fort save or take 5d8 bludgeon, and be knocked prone if on the ground.
Yes, it does not knock flying creatures prone, unfortunately.
They are...
But,
Yep.
I believe this is huge, isn't it?
On a failed save, huge flying creatures are checked and large or smaller are blown away. So I'm thinking by are checked it means make a fly check.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
But it's also only if it hits me with a melee attack.
Yep. It is diving in. You were hit by the
Oh,
squash lemon.
Okay, then I
Yes.
that would have happened.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Just remembered myself that it did expend that last time. So, yep. All right. So that means your AC is 49.
It's either that or 50. No, it should be 49.
Okay. Check. All right. So it swoops in and doesn't seem to be making any pretense of lashing you with claws or with teeth or battering you with wings. It just tries to body slam you.
Nope.
And you sally out of the way easily enough.
Perfect maneuverability fly. Woo.
It snaps its wings hard beneath it and fights for altitude again, but doesn't get as much as it would like.
So we're doing this, huh? Actually, did it enter Lindahl's cast range there? Because he did have ready to action for that.
30 feet up. His close is...
That's what, 25 plus 5 feet per level?
Per 2 levels, so
Per 2
probably
levels.
only 50.
Well, he should be able to do that. 50 plus 75? I mean, sorry, plus 25?
His
No,
caster
sorry.
level's only
Yeah.
18, remember.
Okay, so that would make 9 times 5 is 45 plus 25 is 60. So he's 60-foot cast range.
Yeah,
30 feet
that
up.
would have come. That would have come within.
All right, so reach, dazing, excruciating deformation.
All right.
I'll go ahead and get it off a spell list. Oh, I didn't impersonate, so Fulton is saying this now.
Yeah, it's okay. Lindahl cast that, even if Fulton is saying it.
All right.
And apparently I am having trouble spelling excruciating deformation.
You can probably just search excru. There's probably not much that starts with excruciating.
There we go. What was I getting wrong? Oh, that's what that second C I thought was a T. Carrying on. Fort partial with spell resistance. Someone please roll for me a d20 plus 18. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any spell pen. That penetrates. Okay.
Right, that's a different spell level than it normally is because of all the meta magic. So that's...
It is an evil, so it gets +2.
So it's a level 7 spell.
The meta magic doesn't count unless the meta magic is heightened, so it's a
okay.
3rd level spell.
Okay. So what is the DC for that then?
Should be 10 plus 12 plus 3 plus 2. 27, I think?
Sounds right.
Okay.
You could probably make that, but it keeps going for a while, right?
I think it might only be 26. The book. I think the book actually only gives him a +1 to the DCs and +2 to caster levels of evil spells.
Yeah. So when it makes fortitude save, nothing happens. But when it fails it takes damage and ability damage. Okay.
Yep. And so it needs to make the check every round, regardless of the initial save.
Yeah, it's once per round as a free action on its turn.
That is. Oh, it can attempt a new fort save to resist the spell for that round. That's why it's phrased that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird spell. I swear it was ported from a different system.
Yeah, it seems odd that you could choose to be affected by it.
Yeah.
Considering there's no downside to choosing to try and resist it, yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, fortitude. I need to put the fortitude onto its token. Fortitude.
It almost failed.
Passes. It shrieks in displeasure.
Whoa.
Rosin.
Yeah, if you guys don't lower yourselves, that's your problem. I'm going to continue doing what I was doing.
Standing on the rock, ready to action to shoot anything swoop into range.
Yep.
Okay. Shinalar.
Well, I don't have a lot of ways to get something to be grounded.
I'll be trying, but
Find out if this reflex save. If this thing's reflex save is balls to the wall terrible, I could theoretically ground it.
I can ground it if its reflex save is terrible.
Surprise, I'm summoning things.
Oh,
I am
no.
shocked.
3 dozen hasty burbs.
Burbs.
Well, kind of close. I'm summoning a bunch of rocks.
Okay.
Burbs. Oh, yeah, because I have Bestow Grace of the Champion, all my saves are ridiculous now.
They were ridiculous before.
But now they're just nonsense.
They're still numbers at least.
Numbers that he shouldn't have at this point.
He now has a fort save of 28, a will save of 20, and a reflex save of 20, and a will save of 31.
Mm-hmm.
The will save might as well be nope, because any intelligent enemy is not going to aim for him with it.
Mm.
I mean, they got to aim for Garazin or something.
I have the lowest will save based on my class, so yeah. But I'm also a dwarf, so it's a little better.
A little. But you're also, like,
Well,
able to
18's
do a
pretty
lot
good
of
considering.
damage in one round of being mind controlled or something.
Oh yeah, no, if they can actually get around where they have me in control, I can do a full action. You guys, I seem like I can hit you all at once.
And Shinalar, what is your Kotari up to?
Well, I want the Valkyrie to get to go first against this thing.
Okay.
Preferably with a charge.
Can it move fast enough?
100-foot fly.
100-foot fly.
Yeah, perfect.
It is in range for that. It wouldn't happen to have pounce, would it? No. Nothing does.
We wish.
It has spirited charge. What the devil's that?
Something affecting charge.
When mounted and using the charge, you deal double damage with a melee weapon or triple with a lance.
Yeah, it's weird that they don't come with a mount and they have all this mounted stuff, but
Yeah.
Make it ride a rock.
Nothing stops you.
You know, I could actually technically do this.
It has a plus 25 handle animal.
Well, I can also apply mount to one of the rocks from my Eidolon.
There you go, then.
Evolution.
Yeah, it has a mount evolution.
It is wielding a spear. I will let that count as a lance.
Screw it. This is too good. It has to.
It is the ultimate combo.
She leaps astride a rock. I just put her aboard the nearest. And the rock's fly speed is sufficient? 80-foot
80.
average. Yep, that's within a double move. Whoosh. Okay. Its attack bonus for this is plus 25. Feel free, it's your luck, therefore your dice. 30 what? She fails to pierce its thick gourd hide.
All right. Let's
But it
see.
looked cool.
The Azada.
She does have ride by attack and still has 20 foot of move if you care.
Then yeah, getting out of the way, definitely.
Okay.
And the rocks also have flyby, so they'll be doing basically the same.
Yep.
The Zada moves to the left and fires eye beams.
Rays of light or
Yes, light rays.
300 foot range. Zam, zam. Only one of those hit.
Unfortunate.
Takes 19 light damage, bypasses all DR. No other special qualities.
Yep, massive health, as expected. Alright, the other rocks will charge, hoping to kind of basically get one of their grapples, honestly.
Well, these health bar icons only work in 25% increments, so it would have to have less than 76 health for that to cause a bump.
Gotcha.
Pardon, what did you say?
They're gonna charge for their Talon attack.
Rest of the rocks, okay.
Yup.
Alright, their attack is at plus 18. Is that measuring? The backmost one actually can't get into range, but the rest can.
Okay.
So feel free to roll me 3 d20 plus 18s for their attacks.
Shouldn't it be plus 20 because of the strength increase?
Oh, and actually plus another 2 for the charge. So plus 22. That's much better. The second one hits. Let's see here. 2d8 plus 11. There we go. I don't know why the DR wasn't working properly on there. Okay. One of the rocks manages to leave some scratches on that thing's surface.
Yay!
And, well, the other one will just kind of fly close-ish. Yeah.
Okay. Try to keep up. Check. And yourself? Oh, you summoned the rocks. Anything else?
Yeah, for good measure, she's gonna just go ahead and rotate behind this.
As much force wall between you and that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Alton.
Okay, let's see here. 60 feet up. let's see, move 30 feet over, and then 30 feet up.
Yep.
And now we're going to actually try and get this thing at least disabled.
Sure.
Using a spell that we've found is actually very good. We should use it more.
Chains of light.
Let's see here. Yeah, paralyzed and held in place, reflex negates. That's
Okay.
basically it.
No spell resistance. Cannot use any extra dimensional travel either. Okay.
Right. What will my save for this be? That's a 6th level spell for clerics, which is good for my DC. Okay, it is very good reflex save. That passes. Alright, so its reflex save is really good.
Huh.
Now we know.
Well, it has wings, so whatever.
Well, as a swift action, I'm going to use my new paladin abilities to declare Smite Evil on it. And hope that it's actually evil. It's probably not, but I might as well try.
Okay. I imagine there probably is a, if it's not evil, you know, or
Actually-
you won't know until you hit it. Pretty sure there's a disam for that on the Paladin page.
It doesn't actually say.
If the target is evil, then the Paladin adds their check to rolls and damage.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about telling before you actually make the attack.
Since it only affects checks made between the two of you, you won't know if it actually took until you interact in a way that would expose that.
Yeah, it's probably not evil, but there's no reason for me not to try and use it.
Yep.
But that'll be my turn.
Okay. A Paragon. It emits a horrible squeal. Well, not quite a squeal. It's much larger than a squeal, but nevertheless, in response to its call, a section of the flock of the squash bats that are circling overhead descend upon the creatures harrying the Paragon in the air.
I feel like you're having too much fun with these.
What on earth gives you that impression?
Lol. Squash bats. Sure, why not?
And more descend in the direction of those on the ground. Garazin, this one
Mistake has
will
been
get
made.
into your this one will get into your range, and these ones will get all the way down to Shinalar.
I will spend a grit point to make this shot a blowout shot.
Okay.
On that group of squash bats.
Yep.
Since it's directly, is it going straight down or?
It's a cluster of them descending straight down on your head.
Yeah, I can't be pushed back.
they're-
Then I guess I'll just move, like down 5 or something.
If you knock yourself off that rock, you'll take a d6 and non-lethal.
I know, that's why I'm choosing to still be on the rock by going 5. I don't, since they're coming straight down, I can't knock myself back any direction except where I choose, and I choose to still be on the rock. So.
Yep.
The rocks
So
are
they
right
need to
there.
make a D-reflex save. Also, that's a natural 20. Holy shit!
Yep. The damage is accounted for.
Is it a ×4 multiplier? It should be. So yeah.
Well, something's gonna die.
Yeah.
Because this thing is a ×4 multiplier on crits. Anyway, yes, go on.
Yeah, but it did roll the extra hit dice actually rolled quite low, so
Shame. Alright, so I need to make a reflex save, and I need to make a fortitude save to not be deafened, as much as that matters to these things.
That will not materially matter to these things.
Being pushed back will, though.
It's pushed back by how far?
10 feet.
Okay. They still have enough movement to descend to you.
Noodles. I was kind of hoping they weren't charging, right? Yeah, they're a swarm. They can't charge. Never mind.
Yep.
Kind of hoping I'd stop. I'd hope they didn't have movement. Oh well.
Let's see.
Also,
here.
by the way, by moving into my range, you trigger my. Once you get within 15 feet, you trigger my attack of opportunity. So I can shoot it again.
Yes, you do.
Guess what? It's a blowout shot. Get the fuck back.
All right. They're not intelligent, so that's going to happen another couple times, and that's going to completely annihilate that swarm of them.
Okay, how many
So
times? I have 4 grit points. I can use 3. So how many times does it take to do that?
If you want to keep blowing them out until, so long as they keep coming, expend 2 more.
Okay, that'll leave me 1. So it took all my grits up the 1 I need to keep. So, but that swarm is taken care of.
Okay.
So to be clear, what just happened is they swarm down, they get shot, go flying up, try again, and the same thing happens.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Everyone else who is subjected to a squash mass storm, which is everyone except this rock, Rosin, and the Gala, oh, and Lindahl, will be taking 14 bludgeon damage. I will figure out what the hell these rocks have for a fort save. 15.
Is it a poison and not a disease?
It is a poison.
Okay. And add 5 to that.
Okay. Grace a champion?
Yep.
Yep.
And, there's a natural 20.
Mm-hmm. 97 is fine. 17 is... Oh, no. 93 is fine. Actually, the rocks are not going to be around long enough for the poison to matter. So just the important folk, the Valkyrie and the named characters. Valkyrie's fort save is base only 10. Oh, Sierra 12. Plus 2 for her increased con. Ah, that's why 4 is her worst save. She doesn't make it. All right, Fulton, you're fine, and Shinalar, have you rolled your fort?
Right. Oh, come on.
And you're fine. And just take the 14 bludgeoning damage as a bunch of fruit bat-sized squashes batter you with their bodies. And then the Paragon itself swoops out of that formation. Nope, not that far. Swoops out of that formation, harrying it, and comes back in to dive bomb Garazin.
Let's see. I need to double check how many times. I got plenty. Hey, guess what, guy? Are you within 15 feet trying to do your bullshit?
Yep.
You get shot. And you know what? I killed something. I got a grip point back. Blowout shot. Suck it.
Yeah, it has to be at least half your HD, right?
Yes. Is it not?
It didn't.
Wow, these things are really shit for some reason. Alright, fair enough.
They're just swarms of little bats.
Yeah, with enough health to where it took me around 3 shots to kill him.
That's because it's a swarm of them.
Don't they take extra damage from AoE attacks, though? Or am I crazy?
Not extra.
They just take it, right? Okay,
Yes.
sorry. How to deal with this thing?
So,
oh, you know
because...
what? I critically, that's right. I know, did I critically hit? Yeah, I critically hit the swarm, so I do have that extra grip point. So yeah, I am still blowout shotting.
Okay. So you have one more than you thought you did. Carry on.
Same as before.
You almost crit again.
Almost.
Okay.
And if that was a charge and you're pushed back, your charge is done. Yeah, he's going to auto-pass on other things at the 1, I know that. I still shot his ass.
Yep.
Let's see. What does it have to get within like 5 feet of me? Because I'll get one more shot off because it's moving from 15 to 10 and I get shot then.
Despite it being a slam, it still only needs to get into its reach, and that is 15 feet. So I think
So
you
I just
only
the
get one.
Right. Just checking.
Yep. It swoops in and slams at you.
Combat reflexes is beautiful. No, that will not hit me.
Oh, it has had horrible luck so far.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, okay with it.
I can live with that.
Yep. And it can only get a little bit of range this time. It's burning too much energy, and it's...
Is it still 90 feet up, or is it on my level?
It's now only 60.
It also don't forget to make its save against excruciating deformation.
Oh, yep.
And it needs to save against deafness.
Damn, it rolled well.
So it's going to auto-pass the deafness roll, so it doesn't really matter. Also, it doesn't matter if this thing's deaf either.
Does it have
Possibly
ears?
No, it doesn't have... It's a squash.
You
With
should be
wings.
amazed that it has wings, considering the last one didn't even have feet.
Well, that's one it horns, so there you go.
They get one qualifying feature for what the hell are you, and that's it.
I know what it is. It's a winged squash.
Lindahl.
Yes, what will Lindahl do? I mean...
Well, the excruciating deformations won't stack. You can't make
No.
it start saving against
he
2
has
around.
a polymorph.
If you get near me, I can just cone the swarms to death.
Mm-hmm.
I'm built to handle that really well. So
He's
you can
got
just
a
ignore the
polymorph.
swarms and just
He's
deal
got
with
He's got a dazing acid fog.
Does he have anything elemental?
Contagious flame, touch of slime, maybe? Why?
Elements
Well,
aren't really his thing, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking back to that the lemon was weak to an element.
He has dazing contagious flame. Actually, these were underground.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I mean, he might as well try it here, the contagious flame. Some direct damage, and I mean, it allows SR, but pretty much everything that's worth anything is going to allow SR.
Mm-hmm.
He's in range, right? Yeah, he's in range, because he's 30 feet up.
Yep.
Yep, let's go with the dazing contagious flame.
Okay. 3 rays plus, unfortunately, only 1 more until he gets that next caster level.
Is that what it is? Yeah, 19th level. Yeah.
Yep, so, 4
Range
rays
touch attack to
total,
hit.
4 range touch attacks.
And 46 points of fire damage each. And I believe they all will be hitting this one. They'll might be able to bounce off and hit some next turn, but
Yep. Lindall's... What on earth is Lindall's BAB? It's. I think he's got
He's a wizard,
nothing
isn't he?
but wizard progression, so it's probably only plus 8 at this point.
Yeah,
Plus
the
9.
class he took was a wizard. Yeah, it didn't have
Yeah.
BAB any different.
Yeah, his prestige classes don't have anything faster. So call his BAB plus 8, and his dex mod is 8.
Don't forget his size bonus.
That is including his size bonus.
Oh,
so plus 16 in total?
Yep.
4 rays.
Three hits.
Oh wow, the 21 actually didn't hit his touch AC?
Nope.
Jeez, okay. Is it just 46 plus no flat?
4d6 fire damage. Yep.
Yeah, alright.
And because it is on fire, a new ray.
And SR.
Oh, SR, yes. Yep, D20 plus 18. Passes.
Hooray.
7 wouldn't have.
Hmm.
Let's see.
So, looks like 31 damage total.
Yep. And just checking the terms of this.
And dazing, right.
And dazing. Oh dear. So, this has no saving throw, so will.
Yeah, will save against, I guess, whatever his DC for that level would be.
This is a 6th level non-evil spell. And his casting mod, I think we determined, was 12?
Believe so.
Okay, so 22, 6, 28.
28 DC will save, alright. Okay, so it can fail, but it didn't.
Alrighty. And do you think Lindall might want to move to better cover,
Yeah,
considering how close that thing came?
He's gonna probably just fly back away, probably towards the wall of force, actually.
Sure. He'd know it's
How much
there.
can he? How much can he move it around? 60?
He has 40-foot fly.
40. That lets him get around and into that little nook.
Yep. Okay. Now, that was a reaction on the Paragon's turn, so Garazen's down there now, and Shinalar.
Well, so how about offer all of these summons over there?
The rocks are mostly unharmed, but there is a complication. Fulton, being the one bestowed with magical flight, and the Valkyrie, if she dismounts, are the only ones who do not need to worry about the fact. Oh, and yourself, do not need to worry about the fact that these flying vegetables are battering you quite viciously. When you disengage, they are going to make a combat maneuver. If they succeed, you are going to fall as though you failed a fly check.
Fun.
So
and this is why I keep my feet planted on the ground.
Well, they're
3 of them.
birds. What do you want?
I have a gun! Get on the ground behind me and let me shoot the birds!
So you, Fulton, and the Valkyrie don't need to worry about that because you just levitate magically, but these 3 rocks now need, when they move, unless you choose to just hover them, are going to be battered by the bats and might fall.
Well, no, that probably wouldn't work. I assume Call Lightning Storm still gives them their massive reflex to dodge.
I believe so.
Oh wait, no, it's supposed to be 5 foot wide, 30 foot long, so it's technically an AoE?
Oh no, the 1 or more 30-foot long vertical lines of lightning. They start 30 feet above the, 5 foot wide, 30-foot long vertical bolt of lightning. So it's 5 foot wide. It is an area, but creatures still reflex out of it. Being it's an AoE, though, it can hit swarms.
Right, that's more or less all I care about. Well, so the Valkyrie won't be pummeled out if she tries to disengage too badly?
So, yeah, if she disengages, she'll be fine. If she dismounts, she'll be fine.
Right. Well,
But the rock under her might not.
Oh yeah, well the rocks are expendable. Let's have her well, get off and she probably won't cast this on herself. It's too bad though. Oh, I basically wanted to call a lightning storm down on this group.
Right.
But this mounting will be a move. I guess she'll just have to dismount and disengage. And that'll be her turn, I suppose.
Okay. Whence to? Alright. What next?
Well, she's going to probably get hit a little bit. I want to summon another thing while the swarm's messing with me.
What's up?
Ice Devil.
Summoning?
Yep.
Oh, okay. How much damage did you take from that swarm? Just from the swarm damage? 14. Okay. If you're summoning or casting within that swarm, you're going to have to make a concentration of 10 plus 14 times 2, so 30, 38? 38.
Actually, can I summon through a... yeah, I probably can go through the wall, can't I? Just needs line of sight.
Yes.
Then yeah, let's just get out.
Okay.
And take whatever hits I need to take to...
What's your ability score modifier for your casting?
Well, that beats my CMD by 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, pardon me. You're one of the ones who's magically flying, so they can't knock you out of the air. You just move. You're good.
No, okay.
Just bad memory. Carry on. One Devil of Ice. Ah, a Galugon. You are familiar with them.
She knows Bolton won't be happy, but screw it.
Oh, you're finally summoning devils, are we?
And with that many hit dice, they're going to get an extra 28? Yes. Oh, and I keep forgetting they are large. All right, and what do you command of him?
I'm also going to increase its bite by with basically one size category.
Okay, that'll make it 2d8.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Is it a D10? If
It's
a
a
D10, it goes to 2D8.
2d6.
it's 2d6.
Then 3D6. 2D6 goes straight to 3D6.
Okay,
The 2D8s only come from the D10 line.
great.
And yeah,
Okay.
basically just have it, since he summoned it next to the damn thing, basically just have it assault.
Assault the Paragon.
Yup.
Oh, okay. Zzz. Hi. All right. I'll rattle out its fall attack. D20 plus 23. 13. 13. Stab. Deflect, deflect. Or 18 cold damage, eh?
And then it also has slow, which will probably pass.
Must succeed a DC 23 fort save. Oh, and how much did I say that was? 18, there we go. Okay. That assault seems to make the squash bat stagger quite badly in the air.
Alright, and all that's left is the Zada, which, well, guess have it step up to the north and I-beams it, since it's still in flight form.
Sure. Those both hit. Of course, it
2.
rolls minimum.
Mm-hmm.
2.
2.
Fear.
At least one of them did 15.
Yeah. That's the problem with rolling 2d12 for your damage dice. And the rocks. Anything you want them doing?
I guess just have them attack, as best they can
Attack.
with each swarm they're engaged with. I imagine they're
Sure.
animals, they're just gonna try, so.
They variously try. I think these rocks all have a good enough lie that they can. Actually, they have
all
a
average.
shit.
Yeah,
They
they're
have
not
a
good.
shit poor fly. This is going to be ugly.
Well, one did well.
17 and 49 successfully hover. The rest crater.
I love that word as a verb.
And they are flopping helplessly on the ground.
Yay!
Fulton.
Fulton's taking the direct approach. Fulton's going to charge.
Fulton's gonna kill the Ice Devil.
Yeah, maybe after. With ×2 on his 60-foot flight, he's easily able to reach this.
Yep.
Alright, so, one attack. The original Falcata button is adjusted for its new size, right?
Yes.
Okay, not using power attack. So, does Smite Evil apply?
This does not appear to be an evil creature.
Okay, then. Alright, I got a +2 for the charge. I believe that's it.
How am I supposed to shoot this thing without also hitting you, knuckleheads?
Just shoot it.
Okay, fine, I'll just shoot it. Let's see what happens.
Anyway, your Falcata fails to bite into its thick gored hide.
Yes, rolling a 2 is exactly what I wanted to do there.
You missed by precisely 1.
Well, it's a good thing I, didn't go for power attack.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
it
a
wouldn't
full
have
round
made
action.
a difference, but yeah. Yeah.
So that's Fulton's turn. Besides,
Okay.
you might as well just shoot it when you have a chance, Grozin, because it's going to keep moving everywhere.
You heard him. You might as well shoot him while you have the chance. He's just flying right there, right beside the squash.
Anyway, that's Fulton's turn.
Paragon and Associated.
Did I miss my turn, or...?
You
delayed.
use the ready action.
Oh,
That
right,
moves you
sorry.
to that position in the initiative.
I'm dumb, sorry.
No worry.
We already knew that.
Hush.
Alright. The squashes flurry around. These ones have more than... Yeah, they flock to the defense of the Paragon. Grausen, I don't suppose you still have grit, do you?
I've got one. Why?
Do you want to use it to do the battering back maneuver on these squash bats?
Well, I'm going to shoot them, but I'm not going to do a battering blast.
Alright.
I think it's my last day. Well, it's at the top of the turn, so I get more again.
It's not your turn yet, though.
Oh, well, this is my last day to attack of opportunity anyway.
Okay.
Bang.
Damage registered. These ones furthest from the fray, and these ones go there. Okay. I'll take care of the Valkyrie. You guys can get yourselves.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Valkyrie failed that time. No, actually, the Valkyrie was already poisoned. Well, this is why we have hero points, if.
Actually, I'm here to make that fort save.
Do I have anything I can do before I do that? Hold on.
Wow. Y'all suck.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Rosin, roll your 1.
Hold on, I need to take the damage.
Okay.
You rolled
It's
a
a
3,
3. Y'all
instead.
suck still.
Jesus.
I actually got the highest roll so far at a 3. 2 and 2 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a hero point? I have
I don't know,
1.
do you?
That paperwork is yours.
I have 1.
If you fear that this poison will be quite bad,
I'm going to say not risk it while fighting something like this.
sure.
So I'll go ahead and use the hero point to re-roll that. If I roll
Okay.
another 1, I'm going to stab something.
It's a good thing I'm on the far side of a border.
Okay, I just rolled shit. But
3.
add 5 to that.
You pass.
Do I pass? Because I can re-roll based on my hammer.
You actually,
I don't believe you're told
you're
whether
not
you pass
allowed
or
to.
not.
Yeah, you
Oh.
have to choose to do that before the
I'll
result
save
is
my
announced.
hammer.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm a dwarf. Add 2 to mine. That's
Yeah,
a poison,
I did.
so.
I am mentally adding 2.
So,
Yeah, never mind,
and
I'm
I'll be
good.
back in a bit.
Yeah, never mind. I'm happy with what I got then.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 felt low, but 27 I feel safe at.
I'm
Screwed. Screwed's a good word.
How often do we have a chance of getting hero points back?
Every time you level.
Yeah, that.
Each time you level, you get 1. They're much more valuable, or at least rare, in this system than the fate points.
I'm actually going to take it, because I have a few options out of this once it
fate points
happens.
are much more rare and valuable because you guys are slowly losing yours. And they're really hard to get back.
Well, burning them, yeah.
Yeah, once they're burned, they're gone, and it's not easy to get them back. There's no leveling in that.
I will be the explorer and find out what this poison does.
Seems legit. Alright, in that case, Rosin, you're fine.
Yay.
The Gala is... Actually, the Gala's immune, isn't she? I'll be damned. Maybe Azada, not Angel. Yeah, not immune. And unfortunately, this one pursuing Shinalar managed to get Lindahl as well. So, Lindahl doesn't have any DR. And I don't know if he's immune or not. It doesn't matter. Otherwise, we could figure it out between our next session.
Headed back. What happened?
Just finishing resolving the squash bats. All right. Fulton is fine. Garazin is fine.
Dwarvish Constitution saves the day.
Is Shinolar not rerolling?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. There is no immediate effect, but you are poisoned. Technically, I suppose you don't actually know, but that's just not the way the system can work most of the time. And the Paragon itself is going to swoop away from all this bullshit a bit. And then, Alton, you're expecting it to charge straight at you again, but instead it fights for altitude and then just makes a low swoop over you and Garazin. shedding some kind of pulpy mass from its wings from its body as it goes.
Did that squash just breath weapon us?
You're assuming it came from its mouth.
Well, that's what it's called, no matter what it is.
That's a good question, though. Because I still have Winds of Vengeance going, and
Okay, that might actually be relevant. Let me just pull up Winds of Vengeance again.
ranged weapons passing through the winds are deflected automatically. Gases and most gaseous breath weapons cannot pass. By ranged weapons, it includes like giant thrown boulders and such.
Well, what it's doing is shedding a whole bunch of great lumps of squash pulp on you. So it's a bit heavier than arrows and such like.
It says
Never
other
the-
massive ranged weapons.
Yeah,
Siege weapon projectiles.
yeah. So it is not a direct attack. This is versus your CMBs.
Huh. Okay.
He
Oh,
rolled a 1.
Ha!
1
He does nothing.
does nothing. It does stink though.
Oh,
Even if it
God.
was only successful as an attack, it is a 1, and that's therefore affects
It's an
the
attack roll. It's nothing. Yeah, I know.
1. I don't even know how that failed.
Bombard.
Oh, I get to shoot things.
It's a fair distance away from you, though.
Yeah, I'm
you're
just gonna
not
shoot this
getting
squash
the
bat.
Paragon from there.
Die, squash bat, die.
Blasting the swarm.
Haste. Click my heels.
Okay. Swish.
Bang.
Squeaks. Many squeaks. The swarm is dispersed.
That's 4. I rotate and resume shooting 95, assuming they're within 50 feet.
There is a force swap between you and that.
Oh, okay, hold on. How high up are you in that squash bat, Fulton?
90 feet.
feet.
I have nothing more to shoot at. Okay, I'm done. How many was that? 4?
That was 4, yep, including the crit fail.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thanks. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright.
Okay.
Turn's done, though.
Lindal.
Yes, what is Lindahl doing?
Running?
Yeah, running. Running is the thing. He's just gonna get out of dodge a bit more.
Well, remember, he can just teleport.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have to, why would he?
Because he does it everywhere.
Okay, fair, but nothing's seen him yet.
We
So
have
might
no
as
need
well
to
be
expend his resources on this, yes.
Yes. The question is, what can he do?
I'm not seeing anything particularly great in his list of spells. Oh, and I forgot, the Paragon needs to reflex save and contagious fire. Well,
Yes. The Contagious Fire is at the beginning of Lindahl's turn, and it needs to make a fort save against the excruciating deformation.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I know the fort
Each-
was DC 27. Hey!
Okay. It's the...
Okay, on a failed save...
Oh, hold up. The excruciating?
Yeah. Hmm?
Excruciating...
On a failed save, it's 2d6 points of non-lethal, 1 point of dex damage, and 1 point of con damage. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, and this is not the dazing spell that's on it.
No, this is not dazing.
Okay. Alright,
Actually,
please roll
was it?
the 2d6, and I'll scroll up and check.
It's hard to tell, because he puts dazing on everything. Yes, it was, actually, because he has a second
Dazing,
one of the same thing.
excruciating deformation.
So, will save versus, it's a 3rd level spell, so... DC 25. Yeah, okay. Alright, so 6 non-lethal, 1 point of con damage, 1 point of dex damage, and its speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
And then what? Reflex save to avoid being on fire?
Contagious Flame. Each creature damaged by it in the previous round, new rays emanate from it. You choose the targets.
They do it to be within close range of their new starting point, but because the thing moved, it might be.
Yep. Hold on just a second.
So actually, all the squash bats have dispersed.
Okay, back.
Channel Air,
Hmm.
are you okay with your rocks being hit by some contagious flames so there's the chance of them bouncing back to the Paragon?
Yeah, I don't care. More importantly, Lindal really doesn't care.
That's true.
Burning birds.
Yeah, so they'd probably all deflect to a different rock, so that there's at least some chance that one will deflect back to a Paragon on subsequent turns.
Alright, so the only one beam leaves each creature that was damaged last round, so the Paragon, a beam goes and hits one of the rocks.
Oh, only one beam? Damn, alright.
Yep, roll the touch attack. I think it was 6 plus 16. Actually, it doesn't matter, it just needs to not be a 1 for the rocks.
It's not a 1.
It's not a 1.
And really fucking low damage for the rock. That's convenient.
Rock is a burnin'.
I assume the Paragon is not.
The Paragon is not anymore, because that's how this this thing works.
Well, that's a spell cast. No, wait, no, he hasn't done anything yet. That's just
Yep.
resolving what's
This is-
happening.
Yep, this is just the carrying ons. Now Lindal can do stuff.
Well, he has a reach polymorph. Is polymorph any object normally a touch?
Yeah, it's normally a medium.
It's normally a medium?
Yep.
No, it's normally a close, so it becomes a medium.
Ah.
What is medium range?
Medium is 50 plus 10 per?
Maybe?
Looking.
Yeah, 100 plus 10 feet per caster level.
There we go. Yep.
So he should be able to reach with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we might as well try the reach polymorph any object.
Sure.
Oop.
I return.
Okay, polymorph any object. It uses a fort to negate. He does have to beat spell resistance.
Roll spell resistance first. That passes.
Whoa.
Okay, so Fortitude negates the transformation entirely.
This is a 8th level spell, so it'll be, what, DC 30?
Sounds about right.
Might as well roll that first.
Yep, going for it.
Yeah!
Alright, what is Lindal polymorphing it into?
I would imagine he polymorphs it into something that's going to shatter when it hits the ground and therefore kill the thing. So, a glass something? I mean, yeah, the duration factor even at 0 is 20 minutes, so it should last long enough, right?
Hopefully.
That is how it works, right? Like
Yeah.
something turned into glass that shattered is just fucking dead.
Damage taken in the new form can result in the injury or death of the polymorphed creature. Yes.
Okay, then, well, we'll keep it the same size just for the increase of duration factor. It will not be the same kingdom or the same class, won't be related. It will be same or lower intelligence, so it'll have a duration factor of 4 for 3 hours. And it'll be a glass statue of itself.
Okay. And okay, glass statue of a squash bat.
And that should last for 3 hours.
Now with
Crunch.
that size, that's actually going to be a quite large and solid piece of glass in it.
Yes, but 3 hours gives enough time to blow it to Kingdom Come.
And I already used all my gunpowder, damn it.
I just need to figure out the falling damage. Give me just a sec.
You know, somehow, I'm pretty sure when Brad does learn about this, he'll be pretty pleased with that outcome.
This does not bode well for this Paragon.
That was it getting a 20 on its save.
Scaling the damage to its current HP total, that gives it a... Oh my god.
Hmm?
Okay, so, bearing in mind that a glass statue of this approximate size would have somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 hit points and 1 hardness.
Uh-huh.
Give or take.
44 falling damage, minus 1 hardness, gives 43. I then scaled up 43 to turn 120 into its scaling for the 120 it would have to its normal max HP here.
Uh-huh.
Of 445. And this yields 322 damage. That's not what I'm laughing at.
Hmm?
It has 1 left.
1. Okay.
We're gonna walk over this thing and like kick it.
It is a glass statue sitting on the ground, but it's still in one piece.
It's just cracked everywhere.
And never mind the Z's, that's because it has some non-lethal damage, which now exceeds its actual hit points.
So even if it came back, it'd be unconscious. Cool.
Yes.
Anyone want to eat a squash?
No.
Yeah, no thanks.
The remaining smaller squash bats all begin to flee back into the sky, and they continue circling in the whole swarm circles in the air for a little bit longer before flying off.
Cool. Fulton is going to immediately go over to this statue. And he's going to make sure this thing is seriously dead. I actually have the perfect spell for this, I think. Just for complete overkill.
Bone Shatter?
Bone Shatter.
Isn't that an evil spell?
It is.
He can still cast it.
I'm aware.
It works perfectly on glass.
To be fair, there's a 0th level spell that does sonic damage, which does double damage to objects, but yep.
I think it's Sonic Snap or something.
Huh.
The glass statue...
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
it
assuming
doesn't-
it's just going to fucking explode when I do this. I'm just looking at Bone Shatter really quick.
Yeah, 15d6.
Oops. Need to go back to impersonate Fulton.
Bone chitting, glass, maybe. Yeah.
Here's what I'm confused about. It says on Bone Shatter that it has a partial saving throw, but it doesn't say whether it saves against the damage or the exhausted effect.
Most saves like that have the damage
If
and
it
don't take
passes
the
at its
effect.
save, it takes half damage and is fatigued rather than exhausted.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't immediately visible on my page. Odd.
Yep.
But anyway,
The-
Bone Shatter
the-
on the glass statue.
The glass statue, which was already laced with cracks, all of the cracks deepen and it splits apart into many large chunks of glass. Halton, Chenelar, you both suddenly feel a very heavy weight lift from your shoulders that you weren't even aware was there.
Did fruit traumatize you when you were young?
Fulton will just kind of nod to himself, and then fly over to stare the ice devil in the face.
Full in the face.
Yes. Fully in the face, sword drawn.
Lad, hey,
It contemplates you in return.
if you're gonna flirt with a thing, at least flirt with the thing that's clearly gendered.
He'll look at Chenalair. Dismiss it before I decapitate it.
She'll just wave a hand. Dismiss it.
She dismisses it as it's halfway between grinning and drawing the tip of its spear across its neck. Not slitting its throat, just making a gesture at you.
Devils.
What's funny is he'll probably argue against you against your own moralities. And how what you said was very racist.
Devils are evil by design.
Aye.
Yes, you too.
Right, so is that it then?
Chandelier is going to have the Valkyrie come over and cast the heal on her, just in case.
Yeah, if nothing else, Fulton could get a remove poison effect ready quickly enough. Does he remove poison?
Reminder: you actually don't know you're poisoned. You just Shinolar took some of that. It took some of those bats' pulp in the face.
She just feels that all of a sudden, like, she felt a really weird twinge, so she's just gonna throw it on.
It tasted nasty, yeah.
Yeah, heal does get rid of that. I was asking out of character if heal got rid of poison. But it does. It gets rid of everything, because heal.
Nearly everything, as we have found out upon some occasions. It looks like everything, but it's not quite.
It's everything up until you need the one thing that isn't part of everything.
Lol.
Fulton will just shake his head now.
Well, we don't really have any proof that we did it, so that's a problem.
So, now, who has the transport gem? Because I want to check that immediately.
Oh, we were gonna not head back immediately, or we were gonna...
Yes, I know. I want to check the transport gem to see if it started moving all of a sudden.
You have it.
Okay, checking the transport gem.
Oh, that gem, right.
Yes, the one that teleports us places.
Places, right.
Last time you looked at it, while you were still in the city earlier today, it was still stuck at halfway. It now looks closer to 40%.
So it got lesser?
No, it 40% left.
Okay.
Because it constricts, so it looks a little under half now.
So it is starting to move now. Or it has been moving just very slowly.
Yeah, one of those.
But you said that we weren't planning on going back into town immediately?
Yeah, they,
There's a moss we need to go grab, and Lindell's just gonna teleport over there, like, down, left, grab the moss, right, up, and be back.
Yep, there is a moss that they need to collect for Agayela, which only grows, and supposedly is the only thing that grows, on the exterior walls of the city, which face the Black Wilds.
Okay. Oh, which reminds me, there's one thing I missed from previous session.
Yep.
How did we get out here?
The scroll that had your directions also had what appeared to be a gate spell on it, and
Right.
Shinalar activated it. There is a camp. There is a sort of a clearing to the south of you. That where the return portal is.
Okay, so we head back there, and Lindahl goes off and just teleports, grabs the moths, and teleports back.
That's the plan.
Okie doke. Then I guess we should start moving while he teleports.
Or I teleport us there.
If you want. How many teleports does Lindahl have, actually?
Not many.
He has one greater teleport.
Someone was going to do the trick. I just don't know. Maybe it was she. I don't know.
I have lots of teleports I can use right now.
Okay, so just go grab the mold and we'll head
How
back.
about teleport us all, just in case something bad happens?
There's no reason not to.
Okay, fair enough.
The whole group.
Okay, so the wall's facing the Black Wilds.
Yep.
Southwestern wilds. Southwestern wall, that is.
We could probably estimate where that is, right?
Also, to be clear, you can't just teleport straight. You have to go down, then left.
Yes. Let me. If y'all will come back to the city map for the moment. Near as you can tell from the wall of the city, y'all are over here. Aigaela wasn't clear, but the walls facing the Black Wilds would mean approximately this third of the city.
Then I guess we're trying to teleport to around here.
Yes, but you have been told many times that any form of transit which crosses a city wall will end in sorrow.
Okay, how many teleports do you have, Shanalar?
6 more, not including the one I just used.
Okay, so I guess teleport out like super far, then
we'll
back
have to
in.
use 4, basically.
Here, let me give you permission on Garazan's all players permission on Garazan's token there.
So yeah, we basically just
Is it not movable?
No. Either way, doesn't matter where we go as long as we go past the city and then to the wall. In a 2-point movement.
Ish?
Sure.
Okay. Now, it's greater teleport, yes?
Yeah.
Like teleport, there's no range limit, there's no chance you arrive off target, but you need at least a reliable description of where you're going.
I
if
mean,
you attempt to teleport with insufficient information, you simply pop right where you are.
Would sufficient be just, so many miles south?
Well, the way I've ruled it before is that if you have an accurate map, then you can teleport to a destination on that map as though it was half as good as viewed once. So 70 to 85 similar area, 85 to 100 mishap. But only if the map is accurate. If it isn't, false destination.
Well,
Greater teleport, I suppose there is zero risk, but you may still end up in a similar area. You're just never going to mishap.
I mean, would flying upwards and then getting a viewpoint of just the vague area work?
It's a long way. I mean, by the time you're close enough to see it well enough to describe it, you're halfway there.
I think she meant flying upwards to determine that we are in a certain direction from the city.
Right.
What he's saying is that we're far enough away where that's still not going to help.
Mm.
The problem is that this spell is not designed to be used in this way.
Right.
Teleport, the options are left open, but greater teleport doesn't clear up enough to work.
So normal teleport?
Yeah, I didn't have space on my list.
Okay.
I chose greater, only putting one spell slot into having a teleport.
Okay, then how are we going to do this?
I mean, unless teleportation circle, but yeah.
Does teleportation circle need a circle on the other end?
Teleportation circle, 10 minutes, 1,000 GP
It's
of
as
amber
greater
dust.
Teleport. What about gate?
To a designated spot. Once you designate the destination, you can't change it.
It's also as greater teleport.
Yep.
Gate?
So
Let's see.
gate does imply it should be a different plane, but it doesn't necessarily say it's a different plane.
It is not required. Wait, a gate cannot be opened to another point on the same plane. The spell only works for interplanar travel.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
that idea's out. So yeah, we.
Which tells you a lot about the ability of the city, because we stepped through a gate to get here.
Yes, Alia has used the Scion equivalent of gate before by hop skipping to a safe location in another plane, which is ridiculous.
I don't know any way to do this then.
Well, it is a big city, but it is not insurmountably big. Is there what's the Overland Flight? There's a mass version of it, isn't there? Or is it mass?
Overland Flight is
Windwalk,
personal.
there's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, what level is Windwalk actually?
Windwalk is Cleric 6.
How fast can you go there?
I believe you have an option where you can go up to like 600 feet.
Yes.
No. Yeah. It's
If
600
desired,
feet per round.
Yeah, normally you move 10 feet per round, but if desired, a wind can waft you along at up to 600 feet per round, aka 60 miles per hour at poor maneuverability.
We probably still want to go around the city, because remember some warning about flying in the city? Like above the walls?
Yeah, but this way we can teleport to the closest wall outside of it.
Well, this way you could fly around the city and teleport back, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
since we
double
know
teleport
the
back.
location to this one.
you'll want to overfly a location you can use as the dogleg, but at 60 miles per hour, you can circle the city in about 15 minutes.
Right.
All right, now just double checking how much time it takes to prepare one spell slot, because I know it's not as much as people think.
It's either 10 or 15.
I'm pretty sure it's less than that, actually.
For Lindahl, it's 2 because he has a feat.
He has a thing for it, yeah. Okay, no, it is 15 minutes. All right. So Fulton can't prepare Windwalk in an empty spell slot in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Assuming nothing happens during that time, that's what he'll do.
We're still sitting on the assumption that you guys have hiked back to that camps to the gate, and yes, there's not nothing eventful seems to happen to you on the way. The goats seem to have stopped being riled up, and are nowhere to be seen.
Windwalk, you and one touched creature per 3 levels, so we're all able to be touched, and an hour per level. So 19 hours, so we're basically fine on that.
Okay. Your Gala and Valkyrie won't still be around by the time you get there.
I believe we could see each other, can't we?
You take
entrance.
Misty form, yes.
If fully clothed in white, you can be mistaken for clouds and stuff, but everyone's got darker clothing except Fulton, and Fulton's wearing big, heavy armor with gold on it, so
It's white gold.
Sure, but still lots of gold.
Alrighty.
Just follow the flying cannon and you'll know where I am.
Yeah. Alright, Windwalk away.
Well, just a moment.
And don't fly over the city. Unless you want to see what happens when you do that, then it probably isn't good.
Just setting up the area here. Okay. You lot fly out and circle the city widely. And there's relatively little wildlife that really seems to notice or bother you. At one point, you guys are briefly chased by some kind of many-winged. Let's see here. Do any of you have the requisite knowledge?
What, they're not like pineapples or something?
No. You're chased by you're briefly chased by what appears to be a flying vine of some kind, but it is not able to keep up with you.
Grapevine? I'm going to assume everything is some kind of vegetable and or fruit until you correct me.
That's probably not a bad thing.
As you get to the more southwesterly side of the city, you notice that the land is becoming rapidly much less verdant. There's less trees, less grass cover, less life of all sorts, and the ground is getting much more fractured and much more broken. There's lots of fissures in the ground, and the ground is becoming less dirt and more bare stone. And then you turn to start heading due west around the bottom of the city. And things are getting the although it is still daylight, the ground is getting much darker. It's much it's a much more dimmed landscape, as though the light just doesn't hit this area as well. And looking off into the southeast distance, you can see that the ground and sky get very dark in the distance, and it doesn't look like the kind of shaped billows haze that you might expect from cloud cover or something. It's just darker that direction. That's all there is to it. The ground.
Oh, it's not like this universe isn't already fucking weird.
The ground stops being less natural looking stone and more and more glassy obsidian. By the time you reach a point where you're starting to see a sort of dark modeling on the distant city walls and turning towards them, the ground is glassy and cracked and rather sharp and jagged. And hoping that stuff that's interfering with the otherwise uniform gray of the walls is the stuff you're after, you head that direction and start descending. Oh, that's too uniform gray. So I need to redraw that a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna have to use a silly texture. Oh, actually, that'll be. And you lot reach the face of the city wall. You can see over the wall into the southern poor districts of the city. It looks just as abandoned and occasionally ruined as the poor districts that were facing the energetic wilds. Which doesn't make too much sense in light of your theory that they were partially abandoned because of the breach.
Maybe it just really sucks living close to the exits. Well, let's grab that moss and get the fuck out of here.
Yes, so getting moss.
You are free to move about.
Well, do we have any way of identifying that what the moss is, or are we just told the moss that grows on the wall facing the black
You're
wild?
told it was the only thing that grows there.
Okay, well, Lindell's invisible, so he'll go get the moss.
And he's not here to say he won't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, works for everyone.
That's a well-crafted bus that you've thrown him under.
Hey, I fully expect that if I'm not here for a session to be thrown under the bus. It's a ritual.
The bus will be rigged with explosives in your honor.
Thank you.
I mean, hey, I didn't show up for a session. Fulton nearly died. It's kind of a tradition now.
Yeah, if you don't show up, you're the ass monkey for that session, and we get to, make you do the dangerous crap.
Please don't make that policy.
Hey, it'll increase attendance.
For
It
Rogue
will.
Trader, it pretty much already is my character's role, so whatever.
In Rogue Trader, I don't need to have that policy. Whoever's nearest is the ass monkey.
In any case, Lindahl's gonna go over and scrape off some moss.
All right.
If he's
The
capable.
discoloration that you guys could see from a distance, as you approached it, it started not exactly blending in better with the wall, but it's just it seems like that's just a macro scale discoloration of the walls. Lindahl flies right up to the wall and starts searching along it. Ian, since you're in control of him, could you roll a perception? And I presume the rest of you are just keeping a very nervous lookout.
She can fly normally anyway.
I'm nervously looking out. I don't like being in the air.
I mean, if there's a few moments where the moss is not immediately found, Fulton will go over and help look.
She's gonna help look, really.
Okay, Grossen?
I'm on lookout.
Okay, you're on lookout. Yep. And Grossen, roll me a perception as you keep watch. Okay.
Can't do much better than that.
Nope. All right, Shinalar. As you're wandering along the wall, looking for any sort of change in the pattern or anything, these huge 10 by 10 meter bricks don't really offer anything much, many cracks in which they can grow, things can grow in the grout. But as you go along, you just barely spot in a shine of light like basically your shadow lets you notice a slight discoloration, and as you get closer and feel along the wall, you can feel that there's a point where it feels like stone, and then it feels like a soft moss with almost no visual change in texture.
Well, I think I found it.
Grab a bunch.
Well.
I'm not sure how much we need.
Yeah, I have no idea how much we need.
Just grab a shit ton.
She said you needed a large sheet of it, like 10 square feet.
Well, let's get going.
All right. Do you guys have any tools that you could use to separate the moss from the wall without just ripping it off with your fingernails?
What kind of tool would you like me to use? I have several thousand.
Grosson
did
is
I-
king of tools.
Did I grab a Traveler's Any tool? I don't think I did for Fulton.
Put that on the list of things I need to get. But what kind of tool would you like? I have knives, I have clippers, I have quite a lot of things.
Anything that works like a spade?
I have a
I mean,
spade.
I mean, I'm sure you could just use a sword here, especially the curved falcata that Fulton has, but you might dull it. So, is there anything else in particular you'd like to use?
I have lots of things we
Grozen
could
has
use.
knives.
Knives, spades, shovels, lots of digging implements, lots of cutting implements. Like,
You
What would
really
you like?
exploit the fact that you're not slowed by encumbrance, don't you?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Fulton will come over and take some
I
knives.
am a physical being. I have no magic. I have to get around stuff somehow.
Fulton will come over and take some knives and a spade.
All right, there you go. Here's a skinning knife. Probably the good one. Parsing knife will do. The spade and Let's use the rake so you can hold a big chunk of it at once. Yes, I have a rake. Come at me.
So you take from Garazan a rake and a sickle.
He pulls it out of the places he puts ammo. Well, not the exact same place, but rough location.
I would grab a knife, but Lindell can't actually hold that right now. So, rake and a sickle it is.
And
Yeah,
how
it's
are
a
you
farming
going?
sickle, not a weapon sickle, by the way. So if you try and use it in melee, it's going to be improvised.
No,
In case
so
the moth attacks you.
Sickle, not scythe. Hand-sized one.
Yeah, I know there's a war sickle in this game, so
Yes.
I had to clarify.
Is there a bicycle?
Yes.
That's when you dual wield.
See? The tricycle is when you do the whole one in the mouth thing.
Okay, well, which one do you want?
How about one of you uses the rake, the other one uses like the spade or the sickle to carve chunks off, and the rake can hold big chunks.
And how are you going to transport it?
We've
Do you
got
want me to
handy
come over there?
haversacks.
Yeah, I got a handy haversack as well.
Do you have
actually,
empty haversacks?
No.
It's a fair amount that she asked for.
That's
If
true.
you have a spare sack or an unused haversack,
Oh, look at me. Mine's full of
I am
stuff.
not in the habit of carrying an unused haversack.
it's only 2 kgp.
What, you just don't keep it in your bag of holding?
Does Lindell have any Made His Magnificent Mansion left? He does not appear to.
He probably still has one on his ring, but I don't imagine he'd want to use it out here in the middle of nowhere.
No.
Because this terrain looks the definition of sinister.
Yeah. Grozin, do you have a sack?
Let me check.
Actually, would a water skin fit it if I emptied it?
Nowhere near big enough.
Okay. Actually, my cleric's kit comes with a backpack that's currently just in the haversack that I'm not using.
That'll suffice.
There you go, I have an empty backpack.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, I'm looking through all my stuff. I don't think I actually have any, because I have so many tools and knickknacks and...
If you have a kit that has a bag, then sure. Alright, so, well, Lindell at his size probably can't help out too much with harvesting. So he's going to come over and be a shoulder elf for Garazim.
Alright. I'm going through my list and trying to parse it down to what I actually have as tools. I think I actually bought like every tool that was listed in the goods and stuff.
Yep. Garazim, are you just churning through your bag looking for stuff and taking inventory afresh, or are you keeping watch?
I'm gonna keep watch. I'm doing that out of character. I'm trying to...
Okay. Make me another perception check then. While
Alright.
the other two, please make me a survival or a basic wisdom check to determine how quickly you get this done. Craft is a wisdom check, isn't it? Is wisdom based?
So.
Yeah, profession isn't.
Profession... Yeah. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? I don't fucking know anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
craft is int, profession is wisdom.
Okay. Alright, you two will be working at that for a minute. Garazim, you keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Let's see here. Shenalar, did you ever get that heal smacked on you for those 14 hit points you seem down?
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot to do that.
She forgot
Yes.
to do the 150 heal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which arguably is the more important part of the heal spell.
Okay.
Most people who need it are looking for the big burst of healing.
Yep. One moment. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I know Shinalar has constant sea invisibility, is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember whether Lindal has that or arcane sight.
Arcane Sight, I believe.
Constant sea auras are within around you. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. And it has where to go. Alright. Bolton and Shinalar. You've about half filled that backpack, and you're figuring you should probably fill it completely, just in case you're underestimating how much you're stuffing in there. Meanwhile, Lindal and Grazin are are idly scanning the horizon, and well, I don't think they're very chatty between each other. But if they were, they'd be the sort who are giving offhanded ribbing to each other while they're stuck on guard duty.
More or less.
When Grazin, you hear what sounds like rocks falling or sliding, as if down a like rocks tumbling down a slope, which is weird because although the land here is cracked and has lots of fissures in it, it's level. It's flat. There is no ascent higher than maybe knee height anywhere within sight.
I look up at the wall.
You see nothing untoward about the wall or around it.
Okay, I look down.
The ground beneath your feet is firm.
Beneath my what? Oh, oh, okay. Lindal, what do your elf eyes see? He's my shoulder elf.
Why?
I'm just gonna step in for Brad now and say, "Call me that again, and I will stab you in your elf eyes."
Fine. Shouldn't call yourself a shoulder elf then.
He
Well, the thing is, he can see invisible crap because he has true seeing all the damn time. So
Arcane
not
sight.
true saying arcane sight.
that thing. Yeah. Point is, he can see things I might miss.
He doesn't notice anything in this empty wasteland.
I'm gonna keep scanning the ground because that's the only place besides the wall where rock meets rock.
Okay. I need a token for this that's bigger than that. Oh, that'll do. All right. Horizon, if I remember correctly, you have freedom of movement.
Yep, I have the ring.
Good, good. That means this is not as bad as it could otherwise be. Oh, and I forgot to make the mold you guys found and are scraping up visible.
Mold.
Rosen, you're scanning the ground, keeping an eye for anything that might jump up at you out of the uniform broken pebbles and shale. And so you are able to notice when suddenly some of it leaps up at you.
I shoot it.
You're free to try to as soon as it's on your turn.
I really wish I took a level or two in Barbarian just so I can shoot the damn things. Hold this bullcrap. Alright, go ahead.
Just entering its stats onto the token. All right. It seems like some of the ground suddenly heaves up from the surface and leaves long black scars running down your armored pants. Please
Why are
make
you
me
attacking my junk?
please make me a fort save versus poison.
Okay. Dwarf.
Yep.
Dwarf.
FYI, it's making a touch attack. It didn't roll a 1.
No, fair enough. I have an okay touch attack. I have an okay touch AC, but even at 27 touch AC isn't that big a deal when you have so much to add nowadays.
Yep. Your constitution is still fine, but you are slowed.
So the rocks just attacked me.
No, because the shape that you saw lunge off the ground forms back onto the ground as quick as it came.
Fuck that direction. how high up did that thing just leap?
Hmm?
How high up am I?
Ground.
Oh, I'm on the ground. That explains a whole fucking lot. Okay. I turn to a cloud and fuck off.
It takes
On my
you
turn.
a few
You're always
rounds.
a clown. Well, yeah, it would take you a few rounds to turn back to it. Like, rounds.
Bleh.
You're better off just trying to kill the thing.
And you guys hear Grozin say, "What the hell?" But that just makes it, today for him. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Doesn't matter what day. It's Grozin Day. And
Ha!
Well, if they hear any gunshots, Fulton will turn around and do something.
Lindall cannot see anything, and I don't see any options in his spell list for detecting invisible things.
There's stuff he can do that'll hit things he can't see, but most of them would be kind of bad for Grozin, like the dazing acid fog.
Yeah.
Also bad for himself,
Yeah.
which is the more important detail.
Right, we are going to run one round of this then, and then we will break for the night.
Well, if he can't see it, he might just try to dispel in an area and see if it's a magic thing. Though, doesn't Arcane Sight tell him if there's any magic?
Only if it can be seen. If it's a magic effect that is also under a what's name?
Invisibility?
No, well, yeah, invisible. Or there's I can't remember the name of it. There's a spell that lets you change the aura of a magic of an enchantment, including making it not appear magical.
What, non-detection?
I don't know. He has glitter dust.
Yeah, magic aura. You alter an item's aura so it registers to detect spells as though it were non-magical, or as a magic item of the kind you specify, or the subject of a spell you specify.
Well, have him throw magic craft herpes at it.
Yeah, Lindell has glitter dust.
Feel free.
Lindell will cast glitter dust after flying up a few feet, so it isn't centered on him.
Okay.
Garaz would be covered in glitter, but he does not want to be.
Whatever.
Covers everyone and everything in the area. Creatures become blinded, visibly outlining invisible things.
Glitter.
Any
Everyone
creature
loves
covered
glitter.
by the dust takes a -40 penalty on stealth. Okay.
I believe glitter dust is a first level spell, which means a 23 will save to negate the blinding.
Okay. The thing that is attacking Grozin is immune.
Grozin will save. You're not blind.
It's also a spell, so,
Yeah.
dwarf.
We know.
Considering it's a 23 you have to beat, I think we were all pretty sure you'd make it.
If you didn't, there
We'd
would
all
be
laugh
people
at you.
who'd laugh.
I know.
You'd be blinded by glitter. It'd be amazing.
In that case. Grozin.
Mm.
There is a shape on the ground that was formless, but now it has the ground under your feet, like for 5 feet every direction. It sort of has a hazy sparkle around its around its whole periphery, the whole patch of ground under you, and a section of it lunges up and claws at. And this time it gets on your face.
Ah, my face. My beard, no. I need that.
You got to shave.
No, I refuse.
I need you to make a fort save, and this is not versus poison.
I'll reroll that with my hammer.
Okay.
Still technically better.
Still technically better. Technically, but not in the way that matters most. Garazin, you are blinded.
I don't need to see the shoot, you dickhole. I'm gonna
Lindall
aim
shouts,
down.
"Yes, you do!"
No, I don't. I'll send you out using my beard.
And you take, because you are not wearing a full face covering helmet of any kind.
Am I? Good question. Let's see.
Your beard is exposed to the air. You're not wearing a full face helmet.
Fine. Yeah, I have pictures of like dwarven armor that would surprise you, but alright, go on.
Look at your own token.
I know, but that's more themey, but go on, no, that's
Yeah. You take 4d6, and that ignores DR. And you
I don't have any.
You can't possibly know what damage type that is, although there are others here who might. Your turn. You have no idea if you're blind because of stuff in your face or because you're blinded, but...
Ground has attacked me, I shoot it.
You aim down and fire your gun.
A lot. Do you want me to roll?
I would like you to roll once.
All I really do have to is aim vaguely that direction, and the sheer size of the cone will do the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 50-foot cone. That's a big-ass cone.
Okay.
Keep shooting. I have no reason to stop until someone tells me to. I'm angry.
Go for it. Are you
Bang,
clicking
bang,
your
bang,
heels?
bang, bang.
Yep.
Okay.
That's 3, so that's... okay. Blam, 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 blam. Fuck that direction, fuck the direction, fuck the direction. So that was all 6 shots. Now it has to roll to not be deafened. I don't know if it cares. Moving on.
It is immune.
But it's not immune to bullets!
Wait, does that math make... That math doesn't make sense. Hold on.
Including the sonic damage, because I tend to forget it.
I included the sonic damage, but the token math derped. There we go. I entered the wrong numbers in the HP and HP max fields.
Ah.
Let's see here. If right. Do that, and then heal it by 0. That updates the token. There we go. All right. We shall continue with this next time.
I'm sure that would be
Being
crazy
attacked
at
by
all.
fucking mold.
Hey, I'll give you a sneak peek of what's going to happen next time.
Oh.
Fulton's going to hear gunshots. He's going to turn around, see a glitter-dusted mold, and cast destruction at it.
Probably.
Oh my god, spoilers.
Spoilers. I love
Oh.
destruction. Destruction's great. I'm hoping that destruction kills this thing, because then my only recorded kill with destruction won't be the time where I got immediately cursed afterwards.
Heh.
That would be a boon, wouldn't it?
Eh.
We can't let him cast it now.
I'd hope to kill it right there, but I guess not.
You did quite a bit of damage.
That's what I do. I have no magic. I have to go with what I have. And what I have is a shitload of tools and a big fucking gun.
Yep. It is a small toolbox, but, not.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I can't do damage.
It's a big box with one tool in it.
And
I'm
its
sorry, I
name is
have like a fucking
Garazin.
drill in here. I have all the tools. I have bellows in here.
I know. I'm just saying your gun.
Oh. Yeah.
It's one tool, but it's a really big box.
Point.
Alrighty. In that case, I will see you all next time, in which we will find out what the devil is attacking Garazin.
We know what's attacking me. It's a bunch of moss.
Moss, mold, stuff.
Evil demon goop.
Well, if it's demonic, Fulton's just going to outright kill it.
Well, she did say there's only one thing that grows out here.
Mold. So, I guess the mold is
Yay,
the enemy.
We harvest the baby mold.
Maybe it's only attacking when it like comes together into a clump.
Entirely possible, I suppose.
Or gathering it into a clump right now.
Yeah, but inside of a safe spot. Anyway.
It's inside of a backpack.
Whatever.
Yeah, safe.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Or another.
The DM's gonna get you.
You can go here if you want to go here, but...
Yeah.
Alright, fellas.
Now I have to remember to make my progression on Rogue Trader before next week.
That would be smart. That would be very, very smart, because
Yeah.
you still have to do something, don't you? I mean, just because this has been crossed off your list of lethal things that you can go kill yourself on doesn't mean there's lots more to pick from.
Yep.
Let's go ore mining.
Before
that sounds
anyone
nice and
goes-
safe.
I want to bring the Tau to the Space Marine. I think that's a good idea.
Me
Yes,
too. Do that.
But Tau doesn't.
You're outvoted. Sorry, you have to go.
We think we're outvoted, but he's going to convince us all that his vote is worth 10 votes.
Yeah, he could do that. Does anyone, before everyone leaves, is anyone interested in just doing some civilization? I'm bored.
Tonight?
Yeah,
Not
Five or
really
Rise-
tonight.
that's fine. I was just, if anyone has just wanted to do a thing.
5 or Beyond Earth?
5. I don't have Beyond Earth. I heard it was kind of
Give me a few minutes for a bathroom break, and I'll be online on Steam.
Excellent. Okay, so if anyone else wants to join, feel free. I'll see you there then, Wire.
Yep. Set up a fast cycle game.
Oh, what now?
Fast as opposed to standard.
Oh, fat. I thought you said past. I'm like, what?
And we
Yes,
shall
fast
fight
cycle.
from history. Yeah. All right. I will see you shortly then.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Like,
Yeah.
All right.